went for the hit stick. I shouldn't have gone for hit stick.
Oh my god!
Oh god. They're on the...
Oh Jesus! Let's not fluff around.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Coco. Oh wait, it's your boy Bean.
I almost said I'm Bean. I was like, wait a minute, that didn't feel right forming in my mouth.
We both had the right word for the different body. We're that connected.
Yeah, crazy.
Alright, we're cutting that part up. We'll use the intro though.
No, keep it, keep it. No, fuck you.
No, we're not doing that. Alright. Anyways, this is where we really start the recording. Today's topic is going to be expectations. Ow. And instead of talking about failing them, or kind of just broadly going over like accomplishments with them, I honestly think we need to talk about a little bit about like the the full aspect of like the positive side of it, right? Like just how much actually achieving some of the things that you set out for yourself. I guess we could go achievements. Let's go achievements, not necessarily expectations. To achieve a lot of things in life, to me, like, I think we kind of touched upon it a couple times in different things, right? Like the go with the flow aspect of it. A lot of my achievements are literally are set up to be like, well, if it happens, it happens, right? Like if I do this in life, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really set out like goals and achievements in any other fashion, which I don't know if that's a good thing. I feel like
I do the same thing. Like I don't know if it's good or bad that I don't.
I feel like we should have some actual attainable goals, even small ones, right? Like this next year, I really am gonna try to cut out fucking drinking and some other things that I do in life, and hope and just kind of enjoy life, right? Like we bullshit around, we'll have a couple drinks with the boys and stuff like that, but I think the whole aspect of like me going and buying like a 12 rack, like that should stop. Like I should be able to control myself and just say, you know what, I'll have a beer here and there because we did something, or we're gonna go watch like the football game or something, but like I don't need to have one like on a random like Wednesday night kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's a normal thought process there.
It's like I'm done partying. Like I'm not trying to go to a fucking rager on a fucking Saturday morning.
God no.
That's one of the.
I'm too old for that shit.
Don't. You're fucking 17, bro. You're fine.
Excuse me? If I had the energy I had when I was 17, I would be an unstoppable monster.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Anyways.
No, but I think it goes hand in hand with expectations for me. But I do want to focus more on just the achievements, because like I feel like so many people set out like some outrageous goals in life, and fuck it, if you want to go get them, fucking get them, right? Like
yeah,
that's one thing, but I think so many people fall into such a depression when they don't, and I think that's where the problem lies. Like go, set out for a goal, but don't make it be like the absolute like end of the world. Like a healthy obsession's fine, right? Like we've talked about with my weight loss and stuff. Like I've told you, like, bro, if I hit this number, or if I hit this like weight, like I'm chilling. Like I'll be happy. If I don't, then I fucking don't. Like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. Like some goals are just, some people set up goals that are just so unbelievably unachievable.
Yeah.
And it's like when you do that and you fail it,
and then
you get into this mindset of like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep. You get in one of two mindsets of I fail at everything, and
There's no
like,
point in me trying.
yeah, and all right, you know what? Didn't happen. Let's try again. Change some variables. Try again later. Like that's the mindset that you want.
Yep. But a lot of people, and I don't know if it's just generational or if it's just a lot of people in general that I've noticed, like they don't get it the first time, and it's the fucking like Antichrist is coming out. Like I've never understood that from people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I remember having a conversation with this dude, and he goes, "Oh, it's just I started my business and it didn't go well, and I'm in the hole like like 20, 30 grand, and I just feel like giving up on it." And I was like, "Well, what have you done to try to keep your business going?" And he goes, "Well, I marketed it out to like 5 people," and I'm like, "Well, keep pushing, like keep marketing it out there. You're not gonna fucking be able to market it out if you're keeping your circle so small."
I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, in its whole lifespan. At least I know that I'm like, I'm getting out of my comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
Um, and with that being said, I appreciate all 360 of you as far as this recording was concerned, that have
Uh oh.
supported.
We're good. Don't worry about it. Bad timing.
What'd you do?
I fell.
Oh. But it's like, at the end of the day, like if only you, let's say you, Caleb, and like maybe 5 other people watch my videos, like I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I upload these, one for the memories, but two just to keep myself accountable. Like I'm trying to keep myself not necessarily. It's not sociable. What's the real word? I guess it would be. I'm trying to keep myself from being antisocial.
Yeah.
Because it keeps me talking to a camera. Surprisingly, allows me to go into public and actually talk to people. What are you now? And I was like, oh, I'm being slacking now. And he goes, oh, that's fucking funny. I was like, yeah, I even got merch. I'm wearing it right now. Actually, it's per se. And then, I had my hoodie on.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, oh, that's fucking sick, bro. I got a cop a hoodie. He's like, hey, any family discounts you can give me? I was like, fuck you. If you're gonna support me, fucking support me, dick.
If you're gonna support me, you're gonna give me money.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like, I could get it if, like, you tell me you've been buying all my merch and I can see it. But if you're like, oh, dude, I just barely found you again, like, hey, you want to, like, toss a discount so I can buy your shit? It's like, nah.
No.
The fuck? That's feeding me. Okay.
So, like, okay with that. Well, it's like, I would beat myself up over certain things that have, like, the length that it's taken me to graduate.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's taken a long time, but also, like, I wasn't full-time. I wasn't a full-time student for pretty much almost the entirety of me going to school.
Yeah.
I took about 2.5 years off.
Did you really?
And again, I wasn't a full-time student most of that time. I didn't become a full-time student until like 2 years ago.
Jesus.
When I changed my major. So it's like, yeah, it's taken forever, but it's like I did things like I'm okay with that now that it's taken that long.
Yeah.
Because I did it my way. I didn't, and I like had I gone, your typical 4 years, I would have graduated with a degree that I hated. Because I was doing something that I truly hated before switching.
Now, let me ask you this question with that.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you start your your collegiate career with something that you didn't like?
Well, I liked it at first.
Okay, so what made you realize what was the come to Jesus moment that you're like, oh, this is fucking stupid. I don't want to be doing this.
Well, I switched. So when I first started school, I was a um, I was an athletic training. I was in athletic training, and that's just an associate's. And I'm like, I don't know if I I was thinking about like the things that I could do with that. I'm like, I don't know if I really want
Could have gone to a pro
to.
team.
Yeah, but that takes a lot of time, and I didn't understand networking and all that good stuff. So through them, and now I graduate in a couple weeks.
And sometimes that's all that you can applaud yourself for, because that's all that matters. You made it.
Yeah, and that's also one of those things where it's like I have a problem with celebrating my achievements. Well, she was the one who made me realize that I don't celebrate my achievements.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to the expectations things that we talked about a while ago, where it's like I expect myself to be better, and I expect myself to like you know what I mean. Like I like taking as long as it took me to graduate. I didn't want to accept that. And I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm graduating, but it took forever.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't in my that's not what I planned for. But it's like you're still graduating, you know? Like be proud of that. And so, like and other there's other things too where it's like smaller scale stuff where it's like, yeah, like I just need to accept that I did it, and be accepting that my path to where I'm at now wasn't the conventional one.
Yeah.
And I'm celebrating that. Like I'm okay celebrating that now.
Yeah, you still did it.
Mhm.
And that's more than some people can say.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we talked about it with me, right? Like I you know, I went to college literally for 2 weeks, one or two times, and I was like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah, now for me.
Yeah. And but it was like the whole thing with like my work, right? Like I went into that job expecting it to be like a 1 or 2 year career, learn some things, learn about the job trade, and then possibly find another place similar to it, or or do something with it. Like I don't know if I want to have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay being the lackey in life, as weird as it sounds. Like this YouTube stuff is like the perfect thing, right? Because like whatever I make is what I make, right?
Mhm. Well,
Like
I don't think that makes you a lackey. Like you have your drive. Like you know what you want.
yeah,
Like you know the things that you like and that you don't like in terms of
work and shit.
yeah. Like like yeah, you know what? I maybe being owner of this business isn't for me, but you like being my own boss is.
Yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
make you a lackey. That just makes you just know your shit.
That way, I'm focused on myself.
Yeah, you're focused on on you,
Yeah,
like you just said, like most importantly.
and but it's one of those things that sure, like I would love to say that I'd be in a better like path on my career right now, but I'm chilling. Like the cards will play out how they need to, and I'm I guess is that more of an optimist? Like I'm more of an optimist in
Yeah,
life, right? Like
you're not like looking down on yourself because of what you've accomplished and where you are. Like
yeah,
you're like, yeah, I did my shit. I know, like I said, like you know what you like and what you don't like, which is, I mean, that could take people way longer than it's taken you to figure that out.
yeah,
Like you know what you don't like. You know how you operate now. And it's like, yeah, Yeah, you have a optimistic outlook on it.
And I think it also comes down to, we've talked about like religion and stuff like that. I know that you aren't the most religious person,
No,
um,
I
compared
am
to
not.
like how I've seen life, right? Like we joke and we say some stupid shit in here and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like my values are very deep rooted in religion. Um, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's a discussion for another day. But I think it's one of those things where it's like I have a way of looking at that as like I'm doing this not necessarily because I want to. I guess it's maybe not the right verbiage. It's because like whatever the plan is, it'll be figured out, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you have your faith. You have faith in that you
Yeah.
will be guided towards what.
Needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember having that kind of discussion with somebody, and they were like, "Well, that's a very weird way of looking at things." It's like, no,
Well, that's a
it
very
just
normal way of
yeah,
looking at it.
like
That's a lot of people follow their faith, and
and it's very contrary to what I did as a youngster because as a kid, I was very very far off the course of being religious, in any way, shape, or form. Um, I left it up to more of like an ambiguous choice, like right, like if it happens, it's just what the cards were dealt, right? Like I'm not like it wasn't because that's what God wanted. It was more of like a well, maybe that's just what
that's what
is
life
meant.
handed you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember one of the girls that I had dated. God, I say that too much. I feel like I need to actually find one that gets me. Um,
Again, life will find you. Can't.
yep. Yeah, I can't
Life
force it.
will. Yeah,
Yeah,
life has a.
a
I
weird
mean,
way of working.
shit. I had no aspects of finding Macy. Or aspect. I had no like.
Intention.
Yeah, like I didn't even have intention of going to the bar that the night that I met her.
Yeah.
And I just did. So it's like shit like that works out. Like that's life. You could put it up to however you want, some higher being, or again just
Just straight
life.
up
But
luck. Yeah.
yeah.
Depending how you see it, but it's just one of those things where, as I've gotten older, there's things that I still do say that they are very much up to, like, they were all decisions from God, right? Or the most random of things, but they work out to be the most, like, uh, how do I put it? The most random of things, but they also work out to be the most opportunity driven,
Mm.
right? And me being a dumbass, I was like, well, what do you mean by that? And she goes, Jeremy, if you don't know what I mean by that, we're gonna have a problem here. And I was like, I'm sorry.
My bad, pimp.
Like, and she goes, there's a reason you and I are talking to each other in this random ass place, on a given day of the week, never having met each other before. And I was like, well, shit, when you put it that way, yeah, it sounds pretty fucking weird, doesn't it? Because she wasn't too religious. At least, we never really went too deep into that because
Mm.
at that time in my life, I wasn't too religious, so it wasn't necessarily a talking point for me. Um, I was just kind of like, okay, well, this is different. Different way of seeing things. Um, and I just remember she just said, whatever happens, happens, right? Like whatever goal you set up for yourself, whether I'm here as a friend, as a, uh, she didn't really say love interest, but she said as a friend or as a stranger, just know you'll always have somebody in your corner. And that gave me the confidence to continue like pushing for a lot of the goals I had in life, knowing that if some random person that I had just met had that much faith in me, that I should have that much faith in myself.
Yeah.
And when Maddie was the first one to be like, like, no, like things are gonna work out, like don't stress it, life's got some weird ways of working out that way. But you can't think about it that way. It was very eye-opening and very refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, surprisingly, it led me to you guys.
Yeah.
Right? It led me to friendships now that I didn't have before. Like, I look back at it now and I'm just like, holy shit, like, if I would have taken the same approach I did as a youngster when I met you guys, none of us would be friends.
Yeah.
Because I would have had a different outlook on a lot of things. And so, like, for that, just in itself, I'm grateful. But at the same time, I do sometimes, like, how do I put it? Like, that is something I still fight with my faith about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm always like, I shouldn't have gone through this to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, I should have grown up like a normal individual, ready to face just, I guess, like, normal life. But I was set up to think that normal life would also involve family when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so being very family oriented has set me up for a lot of things, but also has set me back in a lot of things. Because family is not always going to be there. And so with a lot of my achievements, like, I had to keep to myself, because if I would have told my family about what I was going for or trying to achieve, they would have just been like, are you fucking dumb? Like, what are you thinking, kind of type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be where I'm at now. And so I don't know, it's such a weird way to look at it. But Maddie, in a lot of ways, like, set me up for a lot of great things. But now that she's gone, has, like, set me up for a lot of fucking, I guess, like, not failures, but just, like, how do I word it?
I know what you're saying.
I was ill prepared for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, you had that guiding factor.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, now what do I do now that it's gone?
Gone, yeah. And
like, who's here to set me straight?
Yeah, and not astray.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has to do a lot with, like, achievements too, right? Like, we base our achievements so much on validation and acceptance, when a lot of our achievements could just literally just be for ourselves.
Yeah.
They don't have to be dead set on some random shit that I need validation from anybody. Like, I don't need to be validated in life. I need to be told when something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's where sometimes, like, I'll tell my parents, like, I love you guys, but you guys gotta let me, like, suffer through this alone. right?
Let me fail.
You know, and so like sometimes I do appreciate what they did, but at the same time I'm like, you guys didn't let me grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like when they're like, hey, are you okay with all these kind of things? I'm like, yeah, even if I'm not, because it's like I'll keep enough, for my mom to be good, like, because I still take care of her, but like if I'm not good, like I'm chilling, like I won't let her know, you know.
Yeah.
Also, you want to come see what I've been working on?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Okay. Actually, you'll see it. You'll see where I fucking left it. I feel like we fucking went off course again.
That's typical.
Yeah.
I don't think we stay on course ever.
No. Well, we did good on the last fucking Cocoa Bean video, but I think it's because we had a topic, we had some points, and we went with it. But I don't know, like going back to the whole achievements thing. Like this year, I achieved a lot, just in my personal life, as far as I got to go to SEMA. That was on my bucket list ever since I started working for the company, and I knew we had the opportunity to actually do it, right? I guess I could say I've walked a marathon because I had to walk fucking 50,000 steps in 2 days.
Basically did.
You know, come at me if you want to, but I'm gonna fucking count that as an achievement on my own. I'll probably do an actual marathon at some point in my life, but for now, that's as close as I'm going to get to it, and I'm gonna count it. The weight loss thing's going great. Like everything in my life right now has exceeded my overall thought process of what this year would turn into, and I'm excited to see what 2026 is gonna bring. As far as new challenges, maybe even new people in my life, if given the opportunity to meet someone that that does that for me. But I'm also not gonna like sit here and pout because maybe I didn't achieve everything. Because at the end of the day, what I have achieved is better than nothing.
True.
And so I will continue to keep persevering and improving, knowing that there's more to it now, and especially now being a little bit more faith oriented and stuff. Whatever it is that God does have on the cards for me, like I just know that now I can actually accept it a little bit more.
Holy shit.
He goes, oh.
Good lord, you were fucking busy.
Yeah. So now we can actually have a storage room. And it looks like a double stuffed fucking Oreo. That's kind of what I went for.
I like it.
A double stuff. So either off camera or on camera, we'll come back and actually start putting stuff in there. But I think that for now is kind of where I want to end things. I'll probably compress this video down. Not, even though an hour would be pretty nice to upload. I don't know how many people are actually going to be sitting here for the whole fucking thing.
I will.
I know you will, baby. I love you. We're not beating those allegations ever.
No.
It's gonna be our wedding. No, Mace is gonna be surprised when I'm the one that objects. No, she'd probably murder me in that moment.
She'd probably murder me in that moment.
The kind soul we all know would turn into a fucking cold-blooded killer. Anyways, I think that's all we're gonna be uploading on the video aspect. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember that anything you put your mind to, whether it is an achievement or a expectation for yourself, don't let it overwhelm you. Continue to do what you're doing. Fuck the haters, and we will see you guys in the
Fuck
next
'em.
video.
Adios.
Ernest, how far do you go?
I don't know. Oh, I'm dead.
Did it drop you? Oh!